today's journal entry, we'll be getting into on how to figure out who you are in your 20s. And your girl, a little secret about her.
Now, you know you're not supposed to be reading nobody diary, but I'll tell you what's in mine.
Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jerné and this is my diary. So for today's journal entry, we'll be getting in on how to figure out who you are in your 20s. And your girl, a little secret about her. 26. I don't even look like I'm 26. But anyway, we're going to be doing my hair as we talk. So let's get into this video. First, I'm about to just take my hair down. I'm going for a new look today. Or not even a new look today. Whole new revamping my hairstyle. So instead of me doing my hair all over again, which I was thinking about doing, so this time I'm just gonna do a little something different. Yeah.
Okay, y'all, don't be mad at me. I'm just trying to give aesthetic, okay? And I didn't want all that in my background, but you know.
This why you don't need to be melon. Shit. That's why you don't meddle with people's shit. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. I know y'all see my hair like, girl, what did you do? Girl, I didn't really do much. We revamping his hair. I've been having this hairstyle since December. Beginning of December. What's December or November? It's probably November. December. Yep. So I did this hairstyle because I really wanted the side part, but I'm also a middle part type of person too. I love a good middle part. So, but let's really get up in this video. So,
see, your 20s isn't about having it all figured out. It's about paying attention. Your 20s is when your identity starts to shift from who you were taught to be into who you choose to be. And I went through a reawakening in my early 20s. So a lot of things I was learning and unlearning because those things just didn't fit my morals or values anymore. And of course, it did shift my identity because now I'm more trusting in myself rather than trusting in anyone that's going to come save me or anyone is always going to be there. I have to trust that I'm going to be there for myself, and you have to do the same. See, most people in their 20s, they are feeling stuck because they're searching for a fixed answer. But when it comes to your identity, you have to realize it's not a label. It becomes a pattern. So you have to notice what drains you, what energizes you, what keeps you returning to that thing that you love. What also will help you realize who you are in your 20s is just separating your voice from outside expectations, because in your 20s, it's easy to get confused or pressure with purpose. So instead of doing what everybody else wants you to do, what is the purpose that you should be doing? Matter of fact, I want you to also ask yourself, would I still want this if no one approved? Am I doing this to replace or align? Or to be aligned with yourself? The more honest that you are with yourself, the more clear everything will start to become for you. Oh, as y'all can see, I am doing a bob. I am cutting his hair. I even had hair scissors, but they just was not giving y'all. But they are getting the job done. So continue watching. And fun fact about me too, y'all, in my early 20s, I couldn't even decide if I wanted to go to college, a full university, or if I wanted to, go to cosmetology school. But I wanted to get out of my state so bad. Well, I ended up staying in my state, but I ended up going to an in-state school, but far from home, and I graduated from a university. And do I regret my decision? No, because I see myself as a boss. I know who I am the more I write letters to myself. But we're going to get back into this video. I also have a special announcement as well. So I want you all to mark your calendars for January 23rd. I will be dropping my Becoming Her Identity workbook. So you guys are struggling with your identity? Well, you no longer have to. So make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe and turn that bell on and stay tuned. What has also helped me with my identity as well, and it can possibly help you, is learning yourself through experiences and not overthinking. Because y'all, I used to be an overthinker. See, when you overthink, you just truly don't trust yourself. And I want you to know that you don't have to find yourself by overthinking or thinking hard. You find yourself more when you start doing the things that you love, doing the things that resonate with you more. Since I am was an overthinking, not anymore. I'm growing up from that, okay? But what I started doing to help me more is talking to myself. Yes, that may sound so crazy to do, but when you start saying things out loud, things start making more sense to you. And what I mean by doing when you are learning more about yourself, I'm talking about new routines, new environments, new boundaries. Every experience gives you feedback, and I want you guys to go back and reflect on those experiences, because then it will help you learn more about who you are becoming and who you want yourself to overall be. Now, don't get on my cutting in the comments, please, y'all. I didn't have the right scissors, but you gotta work with what you got, okay? And the job is still getting done. Now, the next thing that you can start doing is heal the parts of you that you learned from. Now, when you start healing those parts of you, it doesn't happen overnight, but at least you are identifying what it is that you learned from yourself that you can heal. And I know some of you may feel lost because you've learned to be agreeable, responsible, perfect, instead of just being your authentic self, or looking on social media and wanting to become those things when no. So I want you to do some self-discovery, because that will now help you begin with unlearning from being a people pleaser, shrieking yourself, or even seeking validation when you need to stop and talk to yourself, because only you know you better than anybody else. And my Becoming Her Identity workbook actually covers those things, because there's a lot of parts of us that aren't healed, and a lot of it derives from when we were children. And I think that it's great that we identify them now in our early 20s, so that those traumas don't lead into the next relationships, doesn't even lead into the next person that you're becoming, or the new version of yourself that you're becoming. You don't want all that into that new person. And this last gem I'm going to leave you guys with is, when you are learning more about yourself and who you want to become, you want to then practice her daily. This new version of yourself that you're becoming isn't just about having this identity found. It's about it being built. So you have to have confidence within yourself. You have to trust yourself. And when you are trusting yourself, you are basically keeping a promise to yourself. You're not second guessing yourself. And that was one thing I struggled with a lot, was overthinking and second guessing. When I had to take a step back and realize that I don't trust myself enough, and I need to stop seeking validation from others and know who I am. And that's why I am able to tell you guys about my journey and take you on my journey, so that you can become the next version of you that you desire to be. So I want you to ask yourself, what are my values? What are your non-negotiables? How do you want to feel in your life? Do you want to be feeling happy? Do you not want to wake up angry all the time? Then I want you to choose your actions that support that version of you. You have to start acting like that woman that you want to become. So I want you guys to know that when you're feeling lost, that doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're in the middle of becoming. Your 20s aren't about being perfect. They're about being in alignment. So you want to get in alignment with yourself. Like I said, start trusting yourself, loving yourself, even hug yourself in the mirror when nobody else can. And what I used to suggest was affirmations, but now I tell people to do affirmations. Ask for what you want, because like I always tell y'all, closed mouths don't get fed. If you need clarity, ask. When you are talking to yourself, ask questions, and I promise you that you will start to see clearly, because when I started asking in my journal, in my diary, I couldn't complain because I asked for it. Now, I ask at the universe that you just continue to watch over all you guys. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Keep going. Keep becoming her. Don't be afraid, because the only person that is slowing you down is yourself. The only one that's holding you back is yourself. Enjoy the rest of this video as I do my hair, y'all, because it did turn out fire in the end. Keep watching.